friends and the feng shui experts know the magic of number 8. Yes?
Yes.
Raise your hands.
Eternal.
Yes, okay. It's happening. The magic is here. Thanks to LOANI, our host for the World Summit 2023 in the Philippines. Let's give them a big hand. Before I start, I know that most of you have been sitting down and have been relaxing, trying to feel a little cozy. So, let's give ourselves some energetic vibes here. How about that? Let's all stand up. Alright. Okay, so I want you all to shake a little bit. Shake it to the right and shake it to the left and turn it all around. And raise those hands up. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Down. Face your neighbor, your seatmate, and then raise both of your hands and give them 2 high five and say, I feel great. All right, and into the next one. Turn yourselves to the next neighbor and say, I feel great. All right. Woohoo! Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You may now sit down. And now I'm sure that I have energetic listeners because I'm the last. All right. Thank you so much. Now, in the interest of time, I don't normally read my speeches, but in the best interest of time, I want to be mindful and respectful of all of you because I'm only given 15 minutes to finish up everything, including questions and answers. So, but because I'm the last, I think I'll be a little bit privileged if I go over a little bit. All right. Let's have fun. Okay. Good afternoon. Brilliant leaders, healers, coaches, and pioneers present today. For those of you feeling almost riveted, listening to multiple amazing speeches, your focus at this time is inspiringly commendable. And for anyone feeling the weight of the day today, are you? Are you now feeling the weight of the day today? It's been a long day, right? It's been a long day yesterday, it's been a long flight, and it's been long every single day. Let's rejuvenate and dive deep into the transformative power of women in leadership. So, to our dear friends here, there you go, we'll start it. Earlier, one of our amazing speakers, Coach MJ, was talking about rhythm. Of course, in a different context. Right. Now let us use those words to benefit the roles of women leaders. There's a rhythm to change. It just isn't about amplifying volume. It's about amplifying truth. Women across the globe are emerging not merely as voices, but as authentic catalysts of purpose-driven transformation. I know everyone here has your own personal story of being an authentic voice, of your heartfelt advocacy. In my own experience, I always remind my team that leading with an authentic voice should always come with inspired actions, that which always comes from the heart, that which always comes from a place of service, without expecting anything in return, but a highly reliable source of empowerment that leads to life-changing results. to empowerment that creates a ripple of change across diverse communities, free from discrimination and division. I'd like to ask one or two women leaders here in the audience who can share in just one sentence how your genuine voice is carried out in your mission with inspired actions. One sentence that will describe your mission with inspired action. One sentence only. Can I call for a volunteer? Just one sentence. How do you describe your mission with inspired actions? Yes, ma'am. And can you please introduce yourself? Please stand up.
Marcia.
Hi, Marcia. Finally, yes.
I persevere to persuade people, especially the lawmakers, so that I would be able to get the results in promoting the welfares of our OFWs. I persevere and I lobby what I need, and then the congressman who would finally make a bill and pass it through.
That's what you call inspired action. Like she does what she does. Her mission speaks volume of what is in her heart, because all of us can only be leaders if we have a mission or an advocacy with inspired action. Anything that's an idea in your head wouldn't shift the world, wouldn't shift yourselves if you don't implement with inspired actions. I need one more. Yes, Miss Jocelyn?
My mission, my thought is opening doors in building communities, and that will be my topic this Friday when I speak. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. That's very inspiring, and it gives us a little suspense because you haven't divulged everything today. And I think there's one last, we can accommodate one last participant. Your name, ma'am?
Hello everyone. Hello LOANI family. I'm Maris Del Rio, and my advocacy is towards optimal health and cellular nutrition around the world. So we forward our advocacy to educate families around the world and reach at least 1 million families across the globe by educating them how to optimally live a lifestyle through impactful social media education. That's our way to put it forward.
There you go, using the power of social media. When you use the power of social media, it means everything. If you're not in social media, you are nowhere. No one's gonna find you. Correct? All right, thank you so much for sharing. I presently lead a nonprofit organization, also a 501c3 in the United States, based in California, called the Assistance Services Institute for Asians in North America, or AssistNa for short. You will notice that most of my team and guests wear our blue ribbons in order to show that a lot of us are supporting LOANI. So you will know how many of us are here, came over all the way from different states in the US and also in the Philippines. As we have someone also from Davao who is here, flew all the way here. We really want to support you. And then that's exactly what we are doing. Those are one of the inspired actions that we do. So, on your way out, by the way, I will take this opportunity to please visit our exhibit booth. And for those who are interested to become member of our nonprofit, so that you can help us improve the social and economic upliftment of women and youth, I am giving away my book, exclusively available only for members of AssistNa. So there you go. And there are already a lot of documentations here about the LOANI program. So, and within AssistNa, our vision stretches beyond traditional notions of empowerment. We envision metamorphosis. Looks like, what's that? That's a mouthful, right? Metamorphosis. So, anybody who wants to share something about your perspective about making this empowerment actions, just like what Luani has as a metamorphosis. Okay, your name, ma'am?
I'm Riza Rasco.
Hi, Riza. Okay, go ahead. Please share something about your views about it.
Well, I happen to be a biologist, so metamorphosis for me means so related to a butterfly.
Yes.
It's so when a caterpillar becomes a butterfly, that's a metamorphosis.
Yes, so it's from being a cocoon, right? And then a baby butterfly up to becoming a really empowered, huge butterfly. So that is what we speak about, the empowerment that we wanted to share to the world. We just don't want to do the traditional empowerment. We want to be like the butterfly. We want to grow in our own space, comfortable with our own skin, and comfortable with our own advocacies. Regardless of who we are, what our colors are, what our religions are, and whatever ideologies we have to be able to reach out to everyone in the world what we mean by our advocacy. And we can, in turn, infect that empowerment or transfer that empowerment to people. I'm talking still about the progressive value of women in leadership roles, so I don't lose you. We are championing a shift, turning observers into innovators, passivity into legacy. Through our endeavors, we hope to sculpt leaders who don't just lead, but inspire generations to come. Challenged by my own downfalls and unhappiness from childhood, I learned to go with the flow. Those energy experts here would understand me when I say, I go with the flow. We are all energy. I believe everybody will agree to that. So, since we're energy, we have to go with the flow. We cannot go against the tide. Otherwise, you will hit a lot of bumps on the road. So we have to go with the flow. I turned them into transformative journey. We're all on a journey, isn't it? Every single day is a day of journey. From a passive role, kind of playing small, to a formidable legacy builder that I have become today. In this vast tapestry of human experience, diversity isn't just our canvas, it is our palette. But as global advocates, our celebration of cultural differences isn't episodic, it's perpetual. We champion unity, recognizing that true leadership transcends us versus them. It's us united. As Dr. Carlin Makaka said all the time, we are all one in this together. Let's give her a hand. AssistNa in its infancy stage took a bold giant step to embrace a precious project of international collaboration that exemplifies the unification of strength of diverse cultures by supporting this much awaited World Summit 2023 in the Philippines, my native land. Launched for the first time by a highly respected and world-renowned Ladies of All Nations International, headed by a woman leader, Lady Dr. Ambassador Professor Caroline Makaka. Please stand up. Let's give her a big hand. Stand up, Dr. Makaka. Come on. Please, so that everybody will recognize her very strengthening, empowering action. This is what we call inspired action. She is the biggest example of all times. I'm so grateful and to Dr. Robbie Matter that I met her because this is a life-changing experience for all of us at AssistNa. Thank you so much. To all who are new to the Philippines, this beloved country of ours is known to be the pearl of the Orient Seas. Well, jokingly aside, you can see that most of us are wearing pearls because that's how we depict our love for our nation. We are the pearl of the Orient Seas. And enough of the ad-libs that I've been doing here, guys. I know if you wanna say, okay, get done with it so we can go home. Going back to the main topic of the progressive value of women in leadership role, so I don't lose you again. One way to exhibit leadership is by supporting international collaborations such as this World Summit. You will have a lot of collaboration opportunities in many nations, in Africa, and Jamaica. What other nations do we have here? In Vietnam, Malaysia. Can somebody make a noise? What's your country? Where your country's from? Where are you from? What country are you from? United Kingdom. Norway. Pakistan. Mexico. Cuba. Belgium. United States, of course. How can we forget that, where we come from? Right. Sure. Thank you so much. If I forgot to ask you about your nation, you forgot to tell me, please go ahead and raise your hand and make a noise. Okay? Over all the nations that are here, because it's important that the collaboration, such as this World Summit 2023, exemplifies the unification of, I said, a diverse culture in its finest form that radiates from the heart. If you do not radiate from the heart, you wouldn't even be here because the challenges are so enormous. I couldn't believe we're here because prior to this, there's a lot of challenges. Sometimes we keep on thinking, are we still gonna go or we don't go? But of course, the inspiration from Dr. Robbie Matter saying, it's all about showing up. Then no matter what, even if I had really a bad injury on my knee, I showed up. Yeah. Let's therefore join hands and reflect on today's journey. Through authenticity, we found our voice. Through courage, we vowed to craft our own unique legacies. And through unity, we embraced the harmonious dance of our diversities. Now, standing here as your eighth and last speaker, I invite you all to internalize and champion these pillars. The authentic voice that calls for change. The courageous heart that yearns to build legacies. And the embrace of global unity that binds us in harmony. Before I take a bow from the stage, I'd like to emphasize our women leaders this call for a heartfelt call to action, where we inspire everyone to not just bear witness, but to actively craft unfolding narrative of this World Summit. Women are the leaders of formative values in our households, especially the mothers. Who are mothers here? Raise your hands. Woohoo! Welcome to the club. We raise our children and teach them young to become the future legacy builders of our nations. Gratitude feels miss. I thank you for your unwavering engagement and passion. As stewards of change, let's not merely document history. Let's sculpt it. Let's shape it. And the world around us will change with us. Rise with purpose, dear brothers and sisters, and with a heart, and illuminate the path for all who needs the light and guidance from us global women leaders. Our world is not just anticipating our leadership, it's deeply yearning for it. Let's step into that light now and shine brilliantly together as we invoke at AssistNa, connect, create, collaborate. Maraming salamat po. Thank you very much.
Once again, thank you so much to Miss Nellie Reyes.